Alright then, everyone. Let's turn this off, get this going, and say, "Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome back to Satisfactory for what is probably the second to last time, I'd imagine." Oh yeah, by the way, hello. Today is a fun day. We're gonna finally get our final production line up and running, in which case then we're gonna have to wait for next stream in order to actually finally pull the trigger and finish the game, but that's just a bit of suspense for you. Bring you up to speed with what's going on. So I don't remember where we ended last stream because I ended up doing a bunch of stuff afterwards, but actually I think we ended up doing stuff train stations. I finished all that. Jared Cool's been doing some stuff, but this is where we're at now. We only have 3 more resources left to get. I forget what Jared Cool's working on, but I was working on the SAM here. We'll go talk to Jared in a moment. So, I've already made a start. I've put a miner on this SAM node there. And then I was going after this one, but that's underground, which is very annoying. So we're going to have to go on a bit of a spelunking adventure to find that. Anyhow, let's say hi to JRD Cool. Hello there, JRD. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Now we gotta get back to... Still don't have a good way to get to the desert. Do I have...
Oh, that's where you're going to,
Well,
okay,
yeah,
so what...
Fortunately, the SAM node I need to get to is underground. Oh, lag.
As they all seem to be.
Yeah. It's very annoying. I had to do, like, some reconnaissance on a creative world to actually figure out where exactly it is. Yeah, it turns out it's underground.
So...
Alright.
Oh my god, I didn't even...
Okay. Probably gonna run into some creepy crawly stuff in there because, of
You didn't
course...
save the spreadsheet. Ugh.
Oh, you didn't save the spreadsheet?
Yeah.
Okay, the only 3 things that we don't have are quartz, salmon, bauxite.
Been working on Sam?
Yep.
I guess I'll go for... I'll do both Sam and bauxite then.
Yeah, put those on like a
Sam.
single train. Oh
Sorry.
my gosh.
Quartz and bauxite. Quartz and
Yes.
bauxite.
Yes, quartz and bauxite. Also, after the last stream, just say this before the stream, after the last stream when we were doing things in the train station here, this train station was like the busiest that I've ever seen. There were like non-stop trains going through. Just like this. This train will be perfect to take us where I need to go. So ride it we shall. Of course it is just docking, but...
Right?
Yeah.
We shall.
Let's go look at the map here. I haven't looked at what the power grid's like, but I assume that these trains haven't caused undue issues for
Bauxite.
the trains operating the power plant. I hope that they haven't caused undue issues for them at least, because delays on the train tracks can cause resources that we already don't have any of lying around at the power plant to go dry for slightly longer than they probably already are. So
So we got limestone already?
yep, did that last stream.
Got it. And it came through a different way than the train station?
Well, yes.
Okay.
That coat eventually does find its way up to the floor on the same location, though. But yeah, not in the train station. Exactly.
That's why I am making things a little bit neater inside of it.
Alright.
Or at the labeling station. On the lifts.
Alright.
So I need to get bauxite on that belt, which is terminating there at the moment. Oh, so the stations are already in use. Okay. So, which station are you going to be using for...
One of the 2 remaining stations. I don't know which one. Because, yeah, there's only 2 stations left. Surprising,
Yeah.
considering that up till, like, recently we'd only used 1 train station.
Really? You have that many things on one train?
Well, no. It was just copper. We were just bringing in copper for the nuclear pasta for the longest time. And then exporting the filters for the radiation to the nuclear power plant.
You already have a full train sitting on platform 6.
I do?
Yeah, there's a full train sitting here on 8.
Well, it's not assigned to anything, so...
Oh, it's your train.
Exactly. We don't have anywhere to park that stuff right after these stations are occupied, so...
This one's just called train.
Well, yeah, that's the default name of a train. Not that I can see what's what, because all the text boxes on my HUD aren't rendering any text. They're all just black or gray, I guess. Not entirely black. Oh wait, there's one that was rendering text. What was it? It was you. That's right. You are actually the only thing that's rendering text. Everything else is just a box where there should be text.
Same, except you're just text.
Yeah, like, what the heck has happened here? Like, recently this started happening, and it's like, something's kind of broken. Sometimes there is text, but often there isn't. It's like, did we get enough things on there where it all broke?
I'd put money on that.
Yes, it does take a fairly long time for the trains to drive across the map. See a train ahead of me, look at that. Random changes in fog, that's always nice. And then into the desert, where the whole environment seems to change.
I am doing something to put in a station for us.
Alright. This is, by the way, Stream, what turned out of this station. It's simply just a U-turn track there, and a station right off the corner like we were building. I don't remember if I finished that part on stream. I may have, I may not have. I don't remember. Anyway, we are approaching the place where this train will take us no further. And I have no idea where the train station to pick up the Sam is going to be. In fact, it's going to have to be 2 train stations. Because, you know, there's the one Sam node all the way over that way, and then there's the one over this way. Yeah. Okay, let's take out the more immediate weapon here. Now, I don't have the space to... I don't have the space to take that hard drive, so I'm not gonna. Well, that's there. This, right under... Isn't it? Yeah, wait. No, this rock structure over this way. Right under this rock structure is where our node is living, and you know there's going to be some annoying stuff in that cave. Oh, you just know it. Now where was that entrance that I found? Was it down a bit further? I actually don't remember. It's not actually, from what I was seeing, it's not actually that far underground. It's just under all the rocks. So it seems like it's underground. Strange sounds in this area. Oh, here it is. Right, and I mean, there is another entrance to this on the other side. I don't want to go that way though. This is a very tiny hole though.
Okay.
What the frick?
Sorry, I'm texting my girlfriend, and I put 20th in, and for some reason Google wants to say, is saying, that's not right, that's it!
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how it's giving me that.
Right.
Kind of bullshit.
Now we observe this explosion from... Oh, dang it, too fast. Now, as I was saying, observing this explosion from a safe distance and tempting out whatever's in there with subsequent explosions. Here. Is there anything in there? Is it completely, utterly, totes safe in there? This tower ain't working for me, by the way. The angle is just all wrong. Here, let's build some glass foundation. That's an architecture for some reason. Why is the glass foundation under architecture, but the glass walls are under, well, walls? It's even called glass foundation.
Because it's technically a glass roof.
It is literally called glass foundation.
Oh, they're called frames.
A glass frame foundation unit. Still, these are foundations. Why are they under architecture, not foundations?
Because it's a frame.
How is that substantively different from a foundation?
I'm sorry, do I look like a scientist to you? Do I look like a computer scientist to you?
How does that matter? How does this specific brand of scientist matter? Oh, that rock looks awfully destructible. And I totally fucking...
I don't know, maybe because a computer scientist is the one that programmed it?
Yeah, but I'm not... Game design people are the ones who decide where the heck this stuff goes.
Are they not computer scientists?
Potentially not, no.
Can you stop being bullish?
What is that rock? Not destructible? It looks so destructible. Fine.
Okay.
Go to here. Okay, this rock is actually... I think this rock's actually bugged right now.
Okay.
Waste all my nobelisks just like... trying to destruct a destructible rock that's not destructing.
Caps lock?
What tier of BS am I trying to get? Impure. It's gonna be like a tier 2 belt. So let's just try invalid placement, it says. Because of that rock that I cannot frickin' destroy. Oh my gosh. Game, could you not?
Sorry, we have
Try the back.
Alright, I am putting in a home station for you and a home station for me.
Alright. This rock is frickin' bugged.
Do we want to restart the server or something?
Nah. I have found a way to make the belt go through regular rocks that it can just go through. Instead of, you know, the rock that is destructible but also isn't. Okay. It'd be be amazed if there's nothing in this cave. It's a desert. So you never know. God, why'd they have to add? Why'd they have to add things that make me like question my willingness to move forwards in this game? Nope, I see it. I see exactly what I don't like right there. Managed to snipe it. That's a nice feeling.
So I need...
Oh, hey, I see my exact prize right there. Maybe if nothing notices, if there's nothing else down there that will notice me, I can just... Oh, do I have to blow that? I might need to blow that rock up there.
How do we... Is Better Dimensional Depots research?
Yes. Oh fuck, there it is.
Oh, so we need a lot of Mercer spheres. Got it.
We have like some, but yeah, it takes a bunch, and placing dimensional depots takes Mercer spheres.
We have 17. If I were to look at upgrading this, would you want more capacity or faster upload speeds?
Probably more capacity. So, you know, time is irrelevant, but...
Alright. I need to get...
Okay. Safe...
Did I put it on here?
What?
Don't have the reanimated Sam listed on this map, on the list of the objects we're producing.
Huh. Strange.
Do you know what floor we're making that on?
It's the... I believe it's the same floor as nuclear pasta.
Okay. Okay. Let's go check if it is.
I don't know where that landed. Oh, it hit the ceiling there. Okay. That totally just got lodged in the rock right there.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's not the reanimated Sam. Plus, we don't put it into storage here.
What? No, it's like
this
the back of the floor. Yeah.
It's the fluctuators. What I need.
Oh yeah, the fluctuators. That's there.
And I will now go and reanimated Sam is produced there. It just doesn't go into storage here at all.
Oh yeah. Because we produce Sam fluctuators.
But the fluctuators do, and I missed that from the list.
I somehow knew what you meant.
And they were both they produce right next to each other, so
I am super paranoid, not wanting to deal with the creepy crawlies in there. Oh gosh. Yeah, look at those things. Wait, they're in there somewhere. I saw them.
Alright, correction has been made.
Alright, good. Alright, so...
I might go out and try to grab some Mercer spheres while I'm out, but...
That thing... I actually grabbed a few in, like, the last stream.
Huh. So we're gonna double the storage.
Oh my gosh, I'm all the way up. Hey, can you put steel pipes in the dimensional depot? Apparently don't have enough to build the miner.
Expansion increased to 200%.
There's what I have in my inventory. It's 157.
Deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We did not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
I actually have no idea what any of those, like, creepy alien messages mean. Sounds cryptic, yes.
Actually, I can throw another one.
Dang it, I need to wait for your thing to finish uploading.
Yeah, it's uploading. I just threw another stack in because we now can store 2 stacks of everything.
Woo! Yeah, it needs, each one of these miners needs 50 pipe.
Yeah, that's a lot. But actually, so I can actually do we're only uploading at 30 a minute?
Yes, that is the current upload speed.
Oh god. I am going to 1.5 times their storage. So it's 300% original capacity.
Alright. Definitely so we
Dimensional
can
expansion
curate up.
increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the dimensional storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic level, storing its elementary particles until the part is recalled.
You are digging into deeper layers. Shallow matter contains window symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer.
Certainly is. Certainly is.
It certainly is, and our last 7 Mercer Spheres will be uploading it to 60 a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, how many Mercer Spheres did this take? Hang on.
Dimensional upload speed increased. All of the kinetic and thermal energy released during matter conversion has now been repurposed to aid with dimensional shifting, allowing several parts to pass through, for free.
The window is beautiful. Have you tried making a door?
I assure you that would be a most unhealthy action for the pioneer to take.
Okay, say that again.
So I have we have all 3 of those upgrades cost us 17.
17.
And the next 2 are 13 and then 23.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah. Is there some sort of recipe to make Mercer Spheres?
No, but there are exploits that allow you to duplicate them.
That doesn't help anything.
Well, it does if you're willing to bend the rules. But yeah, there's no actual way to make them. You just gotta find them. There are a finite amount of them within this map.
So there's a finite amount of them and a finite number of dimensional depots.
And upgrades, yes, exactly. Now you're seeing why it's kind of annoying.
Well, I'll say.
Like I found, and also like, especially there are some that are harder to get because there's going to be something around them, making them not necessarily a free lunch. In the middle of the map, especially, that can be a very big pain in the ass to deal with.
I should get myself a rivet gun. A rebar gun.
No, get yourself a rifle. Rebar guns are single shot, and the rebar takes a fuck ton of time to reload. I don't know how much damage they do, but the rifle has at least gives you like 15 shots before reloading.
I just grabbed a bunch of screws. That's something I haven't done in decades.
Yeah, the rebar gun also.
I actually haven't had to go and get myself some screws in ages.
Yeah, the rebar gun also doesn't, or not the rebar gun. The rifle doesn't take all that long to reload either.
Oh, good.
So, I recommend that, and also we're producing ammo for the rifle guns, or for the rifle. So.
Yeah, we'll go grab our rifle ammo once I'm done with this. Okay.
There are other types like turbo rifle ammo and homing rifle ammo, which are, more expensive to produce, but, theoretically better in some ways. Like, I don't remember what exactly. Here, let's go over into the codex and see. Okay, so there's rifle ammo, homing rifle ammo, and turbo. Homing, obviously, that will always hit its target, or a living target, but that requires you to give high-speed connectors in that recipe. That's kind of a pain.
Holy cow. Nuclear noblesse. Whoa. And then ionized fuel.
That requires
The last
100 power shards. There is the synthetic power shards recipe that we haven't taken advantage of. It's a bit of a production, but it is possible to automate power shards. So, yeah, for the turbo rifle ammo, extreme capacity and rate of fire at the cost of accuracy. So, turbo rifle ammo is less accurate, but you can fire faster and more per click, basically.
All right.
It just takes turbo fuel and aluminum casing, so it's not hard to make. It's just that I haven't wanted. This is getting
Oh, the
I just haven't.
ionized fuel?
No, it's not ionized fuel. The turbo fuel. I just haven't wanted to bother with that because that requires diverting resources from normal fuel to turbo fuel specifically for the ammo, which is, you know, not an impossible thing. Oh, I need Mark II belts. It's not impossible, it's just way more effort.
Okay, so I need to, again, get back to doing stuff for quartz and bauxite,
Yes.
but... Oh no, that's what I was doing. I was working on, train station.
Oh yes, train stations, which will eventually be used on the quartz and bauxite.
No, okay, I was putting in a train station for you and a train station for me to specifically
Yes.
use.
Oh yes.
So that... Also, I don't know what ever happened to the JRD train.
Didn't you, like, park it right behind my train?
Oh, no, that was that was the train that's now the
Oh.
thing, the copper train. That's what that was.
Oh.
The current part's copper train.
Well, I have no fucking clue what happened to it then. As far as I knew, it was on one of the platforms, and then I, like, moved it to the other side because we used all the platforms on the one side. And then that's all I knew about it.
We have a bunch of trains that are unlabeled.
Yeah, we kind of do.
Really should go back.
I've tried labeling all of my trains. Or the trains that I've...
I haven't made many trains.
Well, then most of the trains are labeled then. They should be at least. And if it's not, then...
One? That's at least one. I think there's like two. Two. There's two that are not labeled. I know I changed the label on the train I did yesterday. Which was like the first train besides mine train, I think, that I did.
Then those might be...
Is this... Oh, is that you? No, that's AI Expansion Train 1 is green.
One... I don't know why it does that sometimes. Okay, one of the trains that just left the station, yeah, is just called Train. And then the other one just called Train is in the station. I think that's your train.
Oh, that's those two. But there was a couple, like, yeah, one's coming down the around the south there now.
I know one's one that left the station. Yeah, I know that's just called Train. I don't know.
No,
if that
it's
one's...
coming down towards the station.
Oh yeah,
It's
there
just
is.
passing Ballistic Work Drive Copper. There was another one.
Yeah, that's
up,
going.
Oh, yeah, there's one up at
Oh yeah.
AI Expansion thing that's called
Okay.
AI Expansion Iron.
Damn, I missed a couple. Okay. Probably.
Those are the couple I was talking about. You know, the one that's sitting in the station. I wonder if that other one that's sitting in the station there, that's got nothing attached to it, might be mine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's yours.
It just somehow got renamed because it was named JRD Train at one point.
Was it? Okay. Maybe, or
Think
maybe
so.
you had to dismantle it for some reason and replace it, and then just never renamed it.
Maybe.
Seems like the most logical solution to me.
Alright. I mean, our trains are never going to be that long, but I have a platform with 400 stations here for you.
Especially considering we're going to be done with this playthrough relatively shortly. I mean, the only other thing I could see us doing in this is just sending as much stuff as possible to the Awesome Sync.
To the Awesome Sync! Love it, love it.
Yeah, okay. That train, like... I can't tell if that train actually just blew past that signal, or it just visually blew past that signal, because that looked pretty dangerous there. I hope that was just a visual thing from client-server desync.
Probably.
It's amazing how poorly the trains can desync from what's on the server. Like, they're completely stopped, but on the client, they're just slowly rolling forwards. Like, how hard is it for the server to tell the client...
Or on the client, they're just sitting there, like, blocking the track.
Yeah. It's like crazy how the server can't tell the client, no, that train is stopped, not moving. Like, I know, you know, animation, desyncing shit, but like, it's still, it's like, okay, but there's a point where it's just like, okay, that's stopped. Don't move it. The brakes are on. Also, I think in update in 1.1, the trains are going to be able to actually run off the end of tracks if you don't put a buffer on them.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting.
Big.
Can't just like run at full speed into the end of the tracks where you're building, and then just like get out and keep building. You're gonna be flung far to the reaches.
I mean, it's gonna be more realistic.
Yep. I mean, before signals were a thing, trains could just drive right through each other with no problem. So like,
AIX and Providence TGV.
okay.
That's what this train station, when I put it down. You can see it's right next to yours. It's going to be renamed to my station, but...
Alright.
Okay. Alright.
Oh dang, the station's a bit backed up right now. Are you somehow responsible?
Should not be affecting it. Keyword is should. I mean, I should throw out a block signal over here just to make sure.
Let's see. This train can't reserve a path because there is a train waiting to go around the curve.
Okay, yeah, no, I had to throw in a block signal. That was the problem.
Right
I love when that
then.
happens.
Good thing not much got backed up here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Oh crap, there are two long trains waiting to enter the station.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna fuck up the power plant.
Well, backlog is working its way through at the moment.
Yes. Oh well. Right, I remember why I came back here now. Come over here, grab some more of these. Yeah. And then back out I go. Wait, do I need... I don't think I need anything else in particular. Back out I go. Alright. Back up to the top of the map I go. Now that I got those few resources that I need. Oh boy. No, if it wouldn't screw up so much stuff, I would go and make sure that there's a point which the trains for the power plant, at least the ones on the really long line, get unbunched. But as it currently sits, I don't think that's a good idea. Because those trains are well, before there was a station where I could do it, but then we put another station next to that one, and that would also end up screwing up those trains. So, yeah. Oh, I also forget how long the train needs to be stopped at the station for, or it's not necessarily how long it needs to be stopped there, but the amount of time between trains. So, I guess effectively how long it should be. But no. Yeah, no, it's the amount of time between trains, which you can't program into them. Because, yeah, you could tell, okay, well, you'd have to account for this in the number of trains on your track. You could tell, okay, you need to stop at this train station for 2 minutes. But that would require you to have, like, an extra train on the track to be able to, it would keep all the trains spaced out, but you need an extra train because there'd be every train waiting 2 minutes at a specific station versus always going with a 2 minute gap in between them. I mean, there'd be a 2 minute gap in between them, but they'd also be waiting at a station for 2 minutes. Yeah, so no, it's not really currently possible to automatically unbunch those trains. What are you shooting at?
I wasn't shooting at anything.
I mean, clearly you were shooting at something, but
I heard that going off, but I didn't even have like the gun in my hand at that second.
Strange.
Also. Okay. It has our platforms have been added. We can now. It shouldn't be affecting any trains.
Now recklessly drive through the network.
Yeah, we can now drive through the network as we see.
Well, actually, with like various path signals in heavily trafficked areas, manually driving a train through the network can be a bit irresponsible since human-driven trains cannot reserve a path through a path signal. Which, yeah, it makes sense, but also, that's kind of tricky.
It makes sense because the game doesn't know where the fuck you want to go.
Yeah. But then it's also like path signals are like always red until a path is reserved. Which, if there's no paths currently reserved through the block, perhaps they should just remain green. And then once a path gets reserved through a train that is different from the one... Well, yeah. No, once a path is reserved, then all of a sudden the trains can be... The signals, other than the train that reserved the path's going through, can go red. And if another path gets reserved that doesn't conflict with that path, that signal can then also go green. This would also mean that trains don't always have to start slowing down if they're like 2 blocks out from the 2 blocks out from the path signal, but still need to not within stopping distance, or still within stopping distance of it, because when you're 2 blocks before it, that thing is red, and you don't know if it's going to go green yet, so you have to start slowing down, which means you either have to have... Oh shit. I just totally did not see these guys here.
Huh?
I'm being attacked. I was just like casually building the belt, and then it was like, you're under attack, and I was like, oh wait, crap, there's stuff around here. Not much of a threat. Got stuck under my belt. But it's still like, oh.
And
Dang, this landscape here is super hilly in the desert.
yeah, this probably is mine, 'cause its next station stop was the was platform 4. Okay. Now I have to wait and manually drive through the network to make sure that I can get to the station just fine. My
Yep.
platform just fine.
That was a very strange sound that I just heard in real life. Zero goddamn clue what that was. But oh well. Gotta be, is this? Yeah, that's good. Then you need to like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to have like 4 wide. So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Did I misplace this station? I probably misplaced the station. It looks like I misplaced it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I misplaced my station. I can tell.
Great. Great, just brilliant, really.
I could tell based off of where the power light. Yeah, the power light was.
I feel like this is okay, but is it expected that there are gaps in the iron on these belts? Obviously this thing is splitting a tier 2 belt 3 ways, so that's expected that these are going to be like that. And yeah, if everything, it does look like everything's being split 3 ways, so hopefully this is all 100% intentional on this belt. Not that it matters, because that's a production line that we're not technically actively using anymore. I mean, it's whatever production line that is using, we're certainly going to the Awesome Sync, but we're not actively,
Oh, is there's a pad signal up ahead? You're being a bitch. Oh, no, it just didn't. Okay, self-driving was off. It was on, but it was off.
Okay, we'll do this as the front car then. Transport. Freight platform. And then empty platform. Oh gosh, these sounds.
Opening up a chip bag?
Yes. The sounds of you opening up a chip bag, evidently. Okay, let's... Oh, this looks fun. Whatever. It's probably not gonna have to manually drive this one. Oh, crap. Quickly put a signal in there as to not cause problems. I don't think I was gonna cause problems because this is all in a block. No, what? That would actually have broken the path signal. Because for some reason, this is all part of a path signal. Here, I'm about to add an extra block signal in here to make it so that's no longer on the main line. Once you've gotten past there. Straight, so the, I guess, straight path here now technically actionable. Can I put another thing on here? Nah, you can only have 3 switches. Yeah, so the straight path here is actually the furthest right, furthest right path that you could take. That's fun.
That's wrong.
Correct! Oh wait, we can't.
Alright.
I can remember this.
Even though it's not needed. Yep. Even though it's not needed, I have completely signalized our
the personal train base.
correct.
This is the windiest train track. Oh crap, I broke it again. Somehow. There we go. Thankfully I don't think that would have affected any trains. Oh, this is also just directly the main line here. Here, let me put a... Actually, that should be a path signal.
Okay. I'm gonna designate platform 6 is going to be the SAM platform. And platform 8 is going to be the quartz oxide.
Alright. I actually somehow put a path signal there. So yeah, switch that over to a block signal because... Yeah, once leaving these stations, up to the point where you switch onto the main line is now a block. And then once you get to the switch that goes onto the main line, that's where you get a path signal for actually going into the blocks. Alright. Alright, we got the ballistic warp SAM there. And now I need to actually finish building this thing. Okay, so we get our industrial storage here. Get our tier 3 conveyor lift. There.
Alright. The train has been docked into its station.
Alright. Alright, actually...
How many cars are you planning on using for SAM?
2.
Understand.
Now I need to go figure out where I'm putting the other station for the SAM.
That's the wrong side, buddy.
Yeah, let's see. So unless another train comes by, I think this is the best train to get me to where I need to be. He says it's the train the train I actually... Wait, is that the train that can take you there faster? No, it's not. It's another thing turning in here. That's the one that I want. Yeah, that's the long boy that's coming through. Alright. constructor working? I don't know. So I got that down there. This, right, we're not gonna have to stop off here. That's why this train is better, actually. We don't have to take a pit stop at this. Oh, yeah, there's Mercer Sphere over there. Huh.
Gather it.
It's kind of going away from it on a train right now. Also, yeah.
Oh. Was it?
It's
there's like
the
a
sulfur pickup. It's near the sulfur pickup station for the nuclear power plant. And right about here's where we hop off. How in the world am I going to create a train station? Create a train station to pick this up. I don't know. Is it dangerous down there? Besides all the radiation, I don't know if there's anything else down there to be worried about. I do have power pole right here that I can use to plug that in. Annoyingly, this is on a downward slope here.
What are you, a nitwit?
What?
You just sound like a villager.
No.
What we will need to be tier 3. Coming out, it's tier 2 total.
Oh, right.
Bauxite is also tier 3.
I'm out of wire.
No! Hold on.
You need a 200 wire to put down a train station. Dang. Okay. Well.
Yeah, hold on. You want some wire?
Yeah. See how fast this uploads. That does need to be one extra foundation out, regardless.
That does look going a lot faster.
Here, let me. Yeah, that's faster. I don't know if I'd say a lot faster, but
It's now at 60 a minute.
yeah, it's faster. That's for sure. Yeah, that's a decent amount. Actually, here, let's.
520.
What?
So is it 2 tier 4? How much? What are the size of the belts you're having for the inputs to SAM?
So I'm gonna have a tier. Well, in the end, it turns into one tier. Wait, what was the? I don't remember how I did it in the actually belt. I think it was one tier 5 belt going into the factory. But in terms of the actual train, there's one tier 2 belt and a tier 4 belt. I want to say. Yeah.
Okay.
A tier 2 and a
Which
tier
car is
4.
which?
The tier 2 is going to be the front car.
Understood.
So my plan for this station here, obviously it's right along this curve here, if possible. I don't know if it's possible. I'm just gonna add a switch right coming down off this track. That goes right into the back of the station. And then after the station, we're gonna have the track go parallel to this tower. Right in and right switching alongside that switch into the track going back up there. Oh, hey, we've got it.
How the entirety of our train network is completely powered by main platform number 1.
Yep.
That makes total sense.
Okay. Damn it! This also needs 100 wire. Okay, still stuck waiting for more of that wire that you're sending to upload.
I have to go get myself more wire, but
be able to look around here, but yeah, good. This might be a bit funky, but I definitely think we could get that little thing to switch off the track. the best part about this is we won't need path signals, meaning that trains like this won't have to bleed off any of their speed coming down this hill. They'll have to bleed it off about there because of the switch that they're actually going to go through up ahead.
Wait, industrial storage. Have you just been doing a single industrial storage container everywhere for your...
Yeah, realistically it doesn't need more than that. Considering an industrial storage I think is actually larger than what a train station has.
Oh, the same capacity?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that it's about the same capacity, so it doesn't really matter. And trains are like only 4 rows instead of 6 anyway, so. As long as it's industrial, not normal, it should be fine. Even then, I think there would be extreme rates that you only if you have your buffer needing to be if your buffer needs to be the entire size of what your train is doing, then dang, that's a lot of product that you're moving in and out there.
Oh, yeah, I will need to tier 5 this. Is that lift tier 5? I don't. It is not a tier 5 system. Oh my god, I gotta upgrade Sam.
Oh no, the bottom one is, because when you were putting things in, you upgraded the top half of the lift, not the bottom half.
The spot marks for Sam is only, like, I think it's only tier 1.
On the bottom half, when you were putting stuff in, you put all the belts on the top half in correctly, and then you upgraded the top half of the lift. The bottom half of the lift all remain level 1.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Okay.
Entirely your laziness.
I wasn't thinking. That's all. There's 130 wire currently in the system.
Yeah, I know. I got that placed a little while ago.
Got it.
It's a very strange position for this buffer to go. It's middle of the goddamn air over the train tracks. Oh, there's a thing, a uranium chunk out in front of the miner, making it, or kind of causing me issues.
Radioactive. Radioactive.
Okay.
What?
There you go.
Is that not technically correct?
Yes, but that came out of complete nowhere. There we go. Alright. Now this station's being fed. Let's name this station to...
Don't do that.
Sometimes railway can be a little bit strange in how you can't do it direct. You can't do that, but no, wait, you can do that actually, if you just do it in this weird roundabout way.
Can't do that, but you can do that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it coming into the station there. Then we get that to come over here.
Let's do that.
because this is a turn, of course, we're going to have to pull out a bit more foundation there. This track will be largely just a straight piece of track, about that length. Then we'll make this station itself its own little block. And then think about to there. Putting a that's a bit temporary just because I want to put the path signal in first. But you can't do that until you got another piece of, until you got the other corresponding piece of track in, but then you can just delete that and yeah, okay. Alright. It's a path signal just because this intersection requires a path signal, but there's, you know, exactly one location that this can go. And it's directly up that hill. Alright. Yeah, now I need to get back to... Yeah, this is all built up now. I just need to get back to the factory. Hop on this train to do so. This will go swing by there. Look at that. Beautiful path signaling being used there. Destination is basically the same as these pipelines. Basically.
Fucking hell.
Look at all that foliage that hasn't loaded in. We haven't touched that area of the map at all in this playthrough. Or have we really touched that area of the map at all in this playthrough? Right down there, yes, but besides that, alright.
No, we ain't gonna touch that, bruh. Why would we touch that? We won't even touch that.
Are you still working on the train station?
Oh yeah, I'm doing all the logistics at the train station right now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to time out what the round trip of this. Oh, right, this. Gotta do this pit stop here. Gotta time the round trip of these trains. Look at the factory from here. Big and kind of dwarfing literally everything else in the location down there. You can see the pointing at my screen like you can see it. I mean. Point the camera, beep, beep, beep. But yeah, look at those like that like rock formation there that's shaped like a pair of pants. Comparable size to the factory. Dang.
Okay. Sam is all set.
Alright. this shouldn't take. Yeah, this is probably the fastest segment. Actually, you do have to just hop off the rail. This is the fastest segment. Because it's just directly downhill from here to the station. I don't even think it can technically stop before the signal if it needed to.
106. Pure bauxite node is probably more than enough to get all that, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's way more than enough. All the way over there is where our personal platforms are now. Alright, anyhow.
There's a uranium station right there. Next to 2 pure quartz nodes that you don't need all that quartz.
Certainly don't need that much pure quartz.
And there's also 2 right next to a sample. Right next to. I don't know, actually, the topography looks like a SAM node. SAM node's probably deep underground.
Probably underground, probably hard to acquire, and yeah. Alright, let's get the resources necessary for like 4 trains. I don't know if it's going to actually need that number, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be ridiculously far off based off how far this has to travel. Alright. It's time to get the motors. I'm
debating what I want to do with it. What are these?
This pretty small and simple motor production line was like an entire stream early on of building that. Now it's just like, this is the small, simple part of the factory.
Buy more cars!
What? Okay. Anyhow.
Iron fields of the desert. Lovely.
Yep. There's a lot of iron out there.
A hell of a lot of iron.
That makes it a very convenient place to get large quantities of it.
I'll say.
It's also
Beating on my routing. Actually, there's a train line that goes directly over some copper nodes.
Yeah.
And that same branch line is in that's in the swamp, but also the same branch goes up to the up to rock quartz, up near some rock quartz. That would be perfect. I think I'm actually gonna try a train teleport across the map. What the fuck?
Oh, maybe that's just because I just placed the train?
Maybe are you at the station here? Yeah, that might be it.
So I'm gonna go main platform 6 to.
Okay, so we're looking up this way. So it's gonna be interesting. AI expansion.
Okay, take out.
Cool.
I say take out the stopwatch. Turn on self-driving, then wait for it. It's got to dock first. Then after it leaves the station, we'll time its round trip. And docking, whatever. Alright, it's leaving. And while this train makes its slow way up to the top of the map, I am going to go to the bathroom very quickly.
That's it. It's happening to the brakes. It's freaking, But enter a new block because it's waiting for the block ahead to be cleared is enough for me to consider this to be running on approaches. It's a term used by railroading to say they're running approach signals behind the other train and so they're going at speed all the time.
Alright then. And we are just now approaching this area. Alright then. Alright, so you've hooked up the train station output to the factory already?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, that does just mean that we'll have to... Yeah, once we get the quartz and bauxite in, we'll be able to basically let the thing just start running at that point. So, you're behind me,
Yep.
I see.
Yeah. I'm heading out that way. I'm going to be walking the line for a minute while I create a branch line for myself to park on.
Better do that quickly because, like, this is a busy line.
Oh, it's not on the main line. It's off of the branch line.
Okay. So, busy.
I've specifically set myself to go to the AI expansion server, copper mine again?
Okay.
Coal mine.
Oh, wait. Right, yeah, that's up that way. So you'll be turning off once you get to this switch.
This absolute hunker of a junction.
Yeah. And then that really long and steep track there.
Yeah, and it's... The copper I'm going for is underneath this.
Ah. So
that's going to be an interesting hookup. Probably just going to branch off the main line, actually. That'll probably be easiest for that.
wait, where's the copper you're going for there?
It's underneath this branch I'm on.
Oh, way back at the beginning there.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna end up holding up that line, dude. Unless you quickly make a branch for your train to sit at the station there, while you go
I'm
and
up
work
on the branch at the moment.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you might want to create a siding on that station quickly to park at, so you don't disrupt all the other trains that are going to be coming up that way as you go back and build out towards that station.
Okay, game, come on. Find me in a spot I can really get out of it. Thank you.
Get all that iron there flowing over to the station. Admittedly, this is a rather complex junction here, but yep, that's that. Right. Then we get the SAM loaded here. Is that that buffer hasn't been filled yet? That's funny. That buffer is, or the input belt is so slow that it hasn't filled the buffer yet. That's fun. Oh, I guess it would fill this and then the buffer, so it makes sense why it hasn't filled the buffer yet. All right, then we navigate this weirdly shaped thing. I know I had to do that because, yeah, with how the stations are situated, special things had to be done there.
All right.
Yeah, then we go on up to the other SAM station. We've already been on this This line has already been running for 5 minutes.
Probably only need a normal quartz. 75?
Can slip
That
by
is
this
fucking... Gonna be
station here.
Oh, I need to make a...
And right at the bottom of this hill is where our next station is.
Probably only need a tier 1 miner for this. Awesome. Yeah, 120 per minute on a pure node is more than enough to what we're doing.
Oh yeah. More than enough.
Far more than we need.
I wouldn't say this. Wait, you're doing copper, right? Wait.
I'm doing quartz.
Quartz. Oh yeah, no, quartz you got a lot. Significantly more there. In terms of the box, I don't even know if bauxite that's even a bunch more. Not necessarily ridiculously more, but a bunch more.
Yeah. Wait, that's copper down there, isn't it? Or is that bauxite? I said copper before.
Yeah, you said
There was
copper. I was
bauxite.
gonna, yeah, there is both copper and bauxite down there underneath the track. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there's three
I was
bauxite.
originally thinking like you were saying copper, so I was like, I wasn't thinking about what we need. So I was like, oh yeah, there is a copper patch there. That's what he's going for. Yeah, no, the bauxite. That
I
makes
think
a lot
my
more
brain
sense.
saw the copper patch, and that's what it was. It auto-filled to.
Yeah, the triple bauxite there. That makes a lot more sense.
I mean, not that we need all that bauxite.
Yeah, not for this, but
Wait, is this tree destructible?
I don't know.
It's
There's a
fucking massive.
yeah, it is massive.
Maybe-
Which maybe it's not, but then again,
Because there is a, I can see there's a slug over there.
yeah, typically there are
On
some
that
slugs in those trees.
This may just be a piece of terrain.
I feel like it's probably a good bet.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And it just means I need to reorganize how I'm putting in a station. Gotta rethink it.
Alright, we have been 8 minutes and 40 seconds on this train line. I don't actually remember how long it takes. It takes for the or tier 4 built to empty the station. Is it like 2 minutes or 3 minutes?
I don't know, I haven't timed it.
I have timed it in the past, and I don't remember how long it was. I think it's like 2 minutes for the trait for a tier 5 build, so it's probably like 3 minutes. Well, we'll say 3 minutes for convenience. Yeah, speeding 200 kilometers per hour right now down to, because yeah, the AI train or the self-driving trains will refuse to go over 200 kilometers per hour.
200 miles an hour?
Kilometers per hour. They're not measured in miles per hour for some reason. But
Because they're sensible, Europeans.
yeah, it's not. Yeah, they refuse to go over 200, which is annoying. Because trains are definitely capable of going faster. They just like prevent them from
European
going.
trains go up to 300 kph. I mean, come on, people.
I don't know why they don't let them go faster. Be a lot cooler if they did.
Yeah, good if you did.
Once this starts docking, I'm going to turn self-driving off. That way I can not have this go and just record the round trip time here. I think this is going to have to be 4 trains at 3 minutes of space. roughly 3 minutes apart. Alright, that's eaten up all the resources, and... Alright, that is 10 minutes, 55 seconds round trip. About 3 minutes apart, that's 4 trains. Alright. Okay, so now...
Okay.
Oh.
Now I need to, before any trains come up here, I need to throw path signal up in here.
Okay, wait for this guy to start moving before I... Which is going to require the block to be free, of course. Busy train station we got here. And that guy somehow reserved his path first.
There we go.
Just wait, how is that? Okay. I don't know how that guy got his path conflicting with this guy's path, considering he was just going into a parallel station. But I guess here we are. Okay. Just verifying that I'm not blocking other trains. We are in platform number 6. So, platform 6. Sam 1, Sam 2. Safe. Then we wait for 3 minutes to turn self-driving on this train. Dang. Trains are a little bit backed up going through the station right now, as you'd expect. This happens when we have 8 train stations in close proximity and trains that just generally need to drive through. What is that guy waiting for? Oh, that guy needs to leave. Okay.
Alright. It is at an angle compared to the rest of this little network here, but...
Alright.
I've now got a train station up here. 4 quartz.
Gosh. This is a very congested time right now for the train. I mean, it comes and goes. Sometimes it's congested here, sometimes it's not. But it looks like this is one of those times when the train station is incredibly congested in terms of being able to allow the trains to all go through. It doesn't help that the path signals chain themselves, so these are all like... This is all like one giant... Effectively operates as one giant block, despite the fact that we have a path signal in the middle of it here.
Oh.
It's functionally relevant, but whatever. That guy's gone through, and then once that guy leaves the next block after that, then this can go. Okay, 2.5 minutes.
This one.
Alright, and then the congestion is relieved. Definitely gonna be one of those little pain points on the network. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and good enough. Alright. I guess I'm not necessarily too good at getting the docking sequence right. They don't have to be perfect, I don't think. This thing is still taking stuff out. The other one... No, the other one didn't run dry. Just kind of was dry for a moment there. Alright. So... That just... Wait. Okay, not too long beyond 3 minutes, so actually I think I can time that pretty well. Main 6 and both the SAM ones here. And we're waiting for 6 minutes. I'm gonna put an extra signal on this, the turnaround line here, to hopefully try increasing capacity. So when this guy gets stopped here, it's not far, not all that far in, but allowing it to be like around there. Splitting this in half, but theoretically allowing another train to pull up a bit farther might help congest it a little bit. Perhaps.
That is all I haven't seen.
It's a bit of a stretch, but gonna see if it works. Probably won't hurt, at very least. Actually, I guess this real strength would be allowing the path signal to see that the block ahead is clear faster, potentially. Therefore allowing more train movement, which I guess is good. That's what we want. This train is just gonna drive right through. Two sets of trains driving through here. This guy is coming around and stopping on this side. Gotta slow down because that signal's currently, well, he needs to reserve the path really. He's going over to that station. Yeah, okay. Going over to that station. Okay, here comes 6 minutes, so we're about to turn this train on. Should get it 5 seconds early, because there's going to be challenges I can foresee there. Alright, then we just got to put one more train on this line, and we'll be good. This train's coming right on through. Trains are leaving. Who's leaving first? Okay, admittedly this train's going to be running a bit slow because of station slowdowns, but you know, we gotta expect that, gotta anticipate.
Oh, you want input buffers as well, right?
Yes, both sides need to be buffered. I did find that out.
I did that with the other one, that's right. I think I did last time. Whatever that one was, I forget it.
Well, it's important that... I did find out that it is pretty important to do both sides from building the nuclear power plant. That was a thing. I'm definitely, if we do nuclear power in a future playthrough, not using trains for any part of that. That stuff is too critical to use trains on. Like, it is... The systems that nuclear power requires and their resource demands is just too critical to allow any sort of delay from trains. Although, right now I think the biggest issue is actually fluids, which are all piped in, causing problems. But, you know, that's fluids, so I gotta design the fluid systems next time better, where I put copious amounts of fluid buffers in before and after any fluid inputs and outputs. And then that will help fix any and all issues with fluid shortages, because it is just a fluid shortage issue, I think, right now, for both nitric acid and sulfuric acid, I believe. Both of those are having fluid buffer problems. Or, yeah, fluid buffer problems. I think that's why our thing is right now flaky. It's fun. It's certainly a fun thing. And at this point, I've given up fixing the nuclear power plant. We clearly don't need it to be running at max capacity to run the factory. So...
Yeah. Funny, freaking network.
Yeah, we've got more than enough energy for everything. And I was seeing stuff on Reddit be like, oh, once you get to Phase 5, be prepared for having incredibly, like, spiky power networks and needing to have fuck tons of batteries to be able to keep everything running. And, you know, get here, get the power plant operational. It's like, no problems here. Well, even at our max consumption with all this spiky stuff, we are, like, well below our generation capacity. You can turn it on there. Alright. And with that, that's 4 trains deployed on that track.
That's partially because we're also going everything to proper ratios.
Yeah. We're not like...
Including
like
our power production.
Yeah, this is the Toyota model of Satisfactory.
Proper ratios, just-in-time delivery, all that shit.
Yep. Alright, Sam has been marked as done on the spreadsheet, by the way.
Understood.
No.
I'm right above the box site right now.
And actually, we should... These trains are actually not the best spaced out things, because we should actually, within the next 2 minutes, see the first train coming back. Can't really find it on the... Oh, no, I can find it. Yeah, there it is on the HUD. It's one of the... It's the one thing on the HUD that's, like, actually got proper text. There it is. Can I, like, I don't want to, like, do this...
Wow, I hucked that far! Oh, hello, there's those guys down there.
I will make my way out to you after I see this train successfully return. Oh, it got the reservation first. Nice. Ah, then there's that train. Alright. Once you get...
I'm currently trying to, literally from a mile away, use Noblisk to blow up a bunch of these penis rocks that...
The fart rocks?
Yeah, the fart rocks. The farting penis rocks.
Good. Alright.
I mean, if you angle your up... the distance at which you can throw these things... Oh, I'm out of Noblisk. That doesn't help.
Yeah, that sounds important. Actually. Alright. This train's unloaded. It'll, as soon as the block is clear, it will be leaving to, start the cycle anew. So, I'm gonna go into the factory then and check out how it's going. This beautiful sea of resources here. All of them slowly ticking at once. This is just satisfying, guys.
It is a satisfying factory, isn't it?
Yeah. Too bad we do have some holes in this now that we've like taken resources and said, oh, we're actually getting those elsewhere. Or we're not getting those from the trains. But that aside, come up here.
Got it. Okay, so yeah, before I go too much further, I am going to need to...
Alright.
Get the intersection done, I think.
Up this ladder, which... Oh, hey, there is a little bit of a hole in this wall that I can possibly squeeze through. Clearly, requires a little bit of effort. Alright. Put those quartz there. Oh! Ah, something's not the right tier somewhere. Hang on. Something in the delivery system for the,
Oh,
yeah, really, something is not the right tier in the delivery system of the, SAM. Glad I'm checking this out. Somewhere up this elevator. Ah, the bottom elevator is a tier, what? Tier 1? Tier 2. Oh, dang. Well, that's completely incorrect. There we go. That should fix it. Now it's actually consuming at the proper rate. Alright. Could just ride this belt in style to wherever it takes us. I do not remember. Right around the back of all of these stock machines. Ah, right. Here. Making the reanimated Sam, which somehow has already completely buffered up. I mean, I know the next floor hasn't been turned on yet, but like, somehow it's already completely buffered all the reanimated Sam. Anyhow. Time to Time to take a hypertube out towards where your current location is.
Alrighty then, let's get proper clock signal there.
Yes.
And then I need, so that'll get that. That can come through, so then I can go through. Path signal, and come on through, Mr. Train. Actually, I should go to the path signal here.
You know, yeah, just I think something that would be fun to do next stream after we've actually beaten the game is go back and like see what the actual tallest conveyor stack bringing resources to the factory is. We have 3 main ones that are really tall. Got stuff coming from out this stuff coming from the northeast at there's one's the northeast, one's the northwest. And one's just basically the east. Oh, hello. This is a new stop along the hypertube.
Oh, yeah. I did that, sorry. Because I was putting in the station there and it made it easier to get in and out of.
Okay.
You can get rid of it if you want to. That's work you don't want to do, understood.
Into this booster, which is actually necessary to get us through this tube in a timely manner. Feel the game chug as it starts to load the factory over this way. Alright, now the rest of this path is on foot.
Yes, you're over here.
Yes, you're over that way. Are you
I need to get more Noblisk.
Ah,
So I'm going to get my training.
well,
You have what?
I have 28. So yeah, not
You want to
much.
get... So if you look on the main line, you'll see, when you get on down there, you'll see a stub coming off the main line. The stuff in front of that is where we need to destroy stuff. I'm still gonna go get myself more Noblisk.
Yeah, okay. Ride one of the trains coming by here on down.
How far do these bullets actually go?
They go surprisingly far.
Shooting at
Oh,
these
you're
guys.
clearing
they're not
out.
really rare.
You're clearing out this one? Ugh.
No. No. God, no. Over there. You see this spurt coming off the main line there?
Oh yeah, all the way down there.
All the way down there, because that's like a straight shot to the thing I need to get to. So I need to get through. There's a stinky area over there.
Stinky.
And I need Noblisk for that.
Yeah. Get through all that stank. And other stuff. I mean, I assume you already got rid of a lot of it here.
Oh, I got a good amount of it out gone, but I don't know exactly how much.
You've got 4. You've gotten, oh, from my point of view, you've gotten a large chunk of it done.
Yeah, I got a good number of them done. It's just that the train's going straight into it, and because I have to go right behind it.
Yeah.
This is the hardest one to get. Hey, I think I got that one.
Alright. Are you still going? Or are you going back to the factory?
I'm heading back to the factory.
Alright.
I'm about to hit the layover.
Okay.
The copper mine layover that I put in.
Yeah, okay. That was way off, oh gosh. Why are you also, like...
Auto saving in 10 seconds.
Yeah, fun. Hey, there's a Mercer sphere in this mess.
Oh, cool. We could use a few hundred more of those.
Few hundred more.
Let's see. Actually, probably about 100 more of those.
Let's see. Yeah, we are going straight right into the...
We need 72.
box out there. That's what you calculated? Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's enough to complete all the upgrades.
Ah, that doesn't even
That's
account for... That doesn't even account for building more dimensional depots.
It does not. It does not.
Probably have a better time reaching that from... I think there's only one more fart rack. Or... Yeah. I can only see one more, at least. At least in the area we're going for. I could probably just build the track without touching that one, but... I need more height to get at it, though. The shader that they apply...
I'm like very surprised at the range at which you can throw the Noblisk.
Yeah. The shader they apply in this biome of the game to, like, just your... It's a post-processing shader, so even the, even, like, the building colors and stuff are affected by it. Yeah. It's weird in this biome like that. Oh, is that... Nah, that's not even there. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for you to get back to do anything else here. Because if we just continue straight from here... Yeah, we don't even run through that fart rocket. So... Probably don't need to worry about it. Walls that I built up here. Oh, right now I just got myself a platform in the sky to monitor the situation. So, there's a Mercer sphere dead ahead.
Futures are falling.
Okay.
Stock futures.
Yeah, I mean, that's predictable. There is no future after all. We all know that. Or we should all know that. If the investors don't know that, they're lying to themselves and they should give up.
Well, stock futures are a thing where...
I know what that means! God damn, it was a fucking joke!
Fine.
It's like fucking nothing in this area of the map, which is so weird. I mean, no, or resources. There might be, like, Mercer spheres or something. Within the range of the tower that covers the swamp, there are 40 Mercer spheres.
What?
That we haven't collected. Yeah. I mean, mind you, that is, 360-degree tower. But that's largely encompassing of this swamp area. So, like...
Where are all those Mercer spheres?
Some of them might be underground, some of them might be just
I didn't think there was that many spheres on the map.
Oh no, there's a fuck ton. Like, I've like seen the number somewhere for the total number, but yeah, there's a lot of them on the map. So they're looking at another radar tower. There's 35 around that one. Heck, the radar tower of our base says there are 9 nearby our base. Over by the...
Where are those 9 that we don't know about?
They're like underground and caves and shit. 13 up there. Out by the nuclear power
Maybe
plant.
once we're
There's
done, we do a
10.
whole live stream just trying to find a bunch of Mercer spheres.
We can try, yeah. 20 there. 37 out there. 37 that one in the middle of the goddamn desert here. Where's the tower? 30, like the radar tower, one of the radar towers in the desert near all those stations that we have in the desert. That one's come on, zoom in here. That one says there's 30 within that range. It's a pretty big range, but you know. Yeah, there's
It's like in 720.
center of the map. Center of the map, there are 45 Mercer spheres by that tower. And like, yeah, like center-ish of the map. Yeah, there's a frick ton of Mercer spheres that we've never found. Like there's 12 and oh hey, you're back. There's like 12 in the range of like this other tower over here, which includes the one in front of me here. Anyhow, you're basically back, aren't you?
Just about. I see there's a train that's going to be an issue with me coming down.
I mean, are you riding?
Well, I'm just going to go down there right here.
Oh.
There's a purple slug there.
Where the hell are you? Oh, you're actually on the ground there. Okay, good luck. Here.
He did.
Trying to support you from afar here. Oh, no, he's not.
Oh,
he
he's
is not dead. Now he's dead. Hopefully. Yeah, this is like
you?
one. Nope. There's another thing behind you. He's stuck on a fucking tree. Here, let me. Nope. That did not throw that. Okay,
He did.
fine. Yeah, this is like the most hostile biome on the map, I think. Or maybe second to like the fucking candy forest, but.
Got the Mercer sphere.
Alright. Yeah, there's a power slug over by the remaining fart rocks, but that's not directly in our path, so not a big deal. Oh yeah, you see that like concrete pillar over that way? Wait, where are you?
Oh yes, concrete pillar. What's over there?
I think there was a Mercer sphere right there. And I didn't want to deal with whatever's on the ground around it, so I like bridged over to it and then just from the sky built up this concrete safety pillar, dropped down inside it to grab the Mercer sphere.
Lovely.
Cheese and all. Cheese and all.
Cheese and all. That sounds like a good brand. How much more to sell that brand for, huh?
Much easier to get to this,
Oh, is that guy gonna try to...
Probably, yes.
Yeah,
Come on, I need to reload.
there we go.
He did.
Oh no, he did! I don't... Alright, yeah, here we are.
Alright, blow up all this disgusting foliage that's in our way. Oh, okay. It's a bit short-sighted.
There's one right around us, so...
Okay. It's dead. Alright. Anything else? You actually have a chainsaw still?
Oh yeah.
I stopped carrying that around a long time ago.
I have a whole bunch of shit. It sits in my inventory because it's
way
not...
more important stuff to carry in my inventory than a fucking chainsaw. Like,
I mean,
stacks
it's
of
not
cobbles.
taking up any space, like, at all. So why not?
I mean, I have all my hand slots full of shit, so that isn't a
What do you have?
chainsaw. I have a Xeno Basher, a rifle, an obelisk detonator, an object scanner, some food, and a zip line.
I have chainsaw, I have the basher, I have zipline, I have the zapper, I have a detonator and the rifle.
I feel like there's something else I could also have had in my hands, but I don't. Oh well, whatever.
That's fluid, I just need a frame.
Alright.
Yeah. Right where I'm standing.
Oh. Okay, so you wanted to... Okay, move your track, move your track. Alright, there we go. Alright. So what is this? This is bauxite?
What is this for? Yep, this is bauxite. This is a normal. We need 106. One of these is a pure. This one must be impure. Nope, this is a pure.
Alright.
I need me. No, not ma'am. The workshop.
Oh yeah, this is basically under that spur line there. Wow, I can see like 3 separate power slugs, like almost in a line right now.
Oh, hold on. Come on. Okay. not tall enough? I don't think that's tall enough. Technically speaking.
Dang it. Okay.
Ah, motherfucker.
Oh. Oh, there's something else over there?
That's a radioactive one.
Oh,
Or that's a stinky one, actually.
Stinky. Did you get it? Nope.
No, he's still alive.
Nope, it's
There he
radioactive.
is.
That is radioactive. Indeed it is.
How long is that going to be radioactive for?
Not too long. It doesn't really matter. It's not that radioactive. You got protection, right?
No having a fresh sip of your oh, it's 2 hours.
Aha, yes. We've almost been shooting for 2 hours. Very close to getting the factory operational, I presume.
Okay, so that should be good for power. Is that connected over there?
Yep, we got power.
Whoa. There it goes. The miner's up. Did you see what I did with this this output here?
Oh.
Or this input even?
I mean, seems a little excessive, but that works.
This way, I mean...
It does the job. It does do the job. Alright, so that's both the stations built, right?
Yeah. Now I just need to go back to my train up there on the little spur that I built.
We can then build the actual... Or we can then get the actual train that's going to be traversing these tracks up. And once that's delivering resources to the factory, it will basically be done. We'll just wait a little while for the stuff that requires aluminum and quartz to buffer on the first floor of the production line. And then we can turn on the next floor, and that'll be that.
There's a lot of stuff on the first floor of that line that is already producing.
Yeah, but critically, a fair amount of that stuff does somehow involve aluminum and quartz. Anything that involves concrete, the aluminum and quartz is mixed in with that. Well, I think it's actually just technically aluminum because silica's being produced entirely by that. And the quartz is actually used entirely on the second floor, so it's...
Lovely.
Let's hop a ride on this train.
Oh, cool. I'm about to get a sandwich.
Wait, how did you get up here faster than me? Oh, did you just fly up to the tracks?
Yeah, the power tower.
I walked around.
was
Yeah,
somewhat close enough where it made somewhat sense.
Well, I managed to hitch a ride on this train here, so all worked out in the end. Wait, where's your train at?
It's just one car. My engine over here. Also, those two trains are far too close together.
Yeah, those are probably those trains that got backed up at the station when you fucked up the signaling. Fuck, do you have a couple steel pipes on you by chance? Put down a car that I can stand on.
Oh, you want to put down another engine?
I can just stand on a car behind you. It might knock my mouse off the fucking desk. Where is it?
No, I don't have any steel pipes.
You have 0?
I have 0. Oh, wait, let's get back. I got a couple.
Okay.
There's 8 going in.
Oh, well, I mean, could just... Okay, well... Alright. Yeah. But yeah, those trains are really close together, which is very annoying. And spacing them out is a pain, because I used to space them out here, because there's a large run-up where it wouldn't disrupt anything on the main line, but yeah, now that these other stations are here, I don't think I can do that.
Alrighty then.
And back to the main station we go. Woo! Celebratory firework, I guess.
I didn't rename that other station.
No. Yeah, we can do that later.
I'll understand which one it is.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Alright. How fast we going? Oh,
Slowing down.
right,
I think
because
there's one of the-
the signal up ahead. It actually does try to be able to stop at it. It's not good at that, but it does try to be able to stop at the path signal when it hasn't reserved a path yet. Dang, you're just like glued to this car, taking these sharp turns at high speed.
That's actually quite surprising, to be honest.
That's how they implement riding on vehicle physics in games.
Hell, GTA doesn't do that, but again, that's right.
Then again, you can't really ride vehicles all that easily in GTA.
True.
Especially GTA Online for some reason.
The one
But-
vehicle you can is the train.
But if you're standing on a trailer that is towed by another vehicle, that works just fine. 'Cause logic. Oh. You're following behind another train. Hello. You were violating that block, weren't you?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think you were. Because we were very close to that train as it was turning in. Maybe you were, maybe you weren't. It's hard to
I
tell.
don't think I was. We were slowing down, it went in, and then we just sped it up.
Okay.
Like, it was turned in, I think, before we got even close to the signal.
Okay.
What feels so slow speeds of this area.
Yeah. Because we're on flat track with no reference points around us.
We're doing only 120.
Yeah, that is the generic speed of a train.
Yeah.
Oh, backed up in the station as always.
Lovely. I didn't do any calculations for the last line I did for trains, but it's a very short line.
Yeah,
I fucked up
hopefully
and
it's
calculated.
hopefully it's fine.
Why is there a signal in the midpoint here?
Oh, I added that to try to improve how the flow of trains works.
So for the short trains, well,
For the shorter trains, or even just to allow trains to move in the block on the other side of the station there. Because the block
Yep.
we're going to is not as occupied. Just ran into a window? Okay!
pigeon and glass, I see.
Yep, apparently. Apparently. Alright. Sam's all backed up already.
Okay, so you do this where you build a train
Yep.
and calculate what.
How long it takes to go around. This is only like tier 1 or 2 belts, so I feel like a single train's probably gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's a tier 2.
Tier 2, yeah, that takes
The other train over there was tier 4, but for the what was it, copper? Yeah, no, it was a copper train there. But again, it's a tier 4 train. It's tier 4s, but it's a very short loop.
Yeah, hopefully that's fine. It's like 3 minutes to empty a whole.
I think you need to go through a buffer at the other end of that one because I didn't throw any buffers into its system.
Yeah,
But
that's gonna be important.
Yeah, we can do that in a bit. Hop on.
Gonna name this train.
EWD PAUX box and QAR caps RTZ fucking caps lock. EWD bauxite and cartons.
Okay.
Done. Edit timetable. So we should. I think you can do this anyway. Oh, did you name it? What?
I named one of them.
Oh, then we're good. Cause I got the quartz one.
All right.
All right. But you said this one probably will work just fine with the single.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how long it takes, like, tier 2 related stuff to drain, but I know it's not particularly fast.
Alright.
As,
starting. Oh. Gonna move up. And it's gonna have to wait.
Yeah. As, it took... I think the train was able to fully make it around the loop for the SAM before the tier 2 thing for the SAM actually finished draining, so... Like, yeah. I'm sure that'll. I also don't know what the unknown numbers are for this. Oh, fuck. There we go.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
I would ride on top of the locomotive out of the station, but the train exit isn't tall enough to allow that without sliding as the train goes through the exit, which is quite risky.
Yeah.
You get a view like none other when riding on top of the train. Let's turn off the HUD. And visually see where the cone of light ends. Yikes.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like on the void, where it's not actually hitting anything. You can just see where it's lighter and darker.
Yeah, you can see that line.
Makes logical sense. There's like I don't think there's any substantial fog in this area where that'd be catching. Oh. Right. Oh, there's no... Wow, oh, okay.
Is this a path signal today?
There's no block signal right after this switch. Yeah, I think that is. There we go. That fixes the problem.
Because that back one was still red when this one here was red.
Yeah, because it waits for the next block to be free before it lets you through. The issue there was no block signal immediately after the area that really should have been protected by the path signal. That's fixed now.
Alright.
To allow the more efficient transit of trains throughout the system.
Yeah.
And then the fog actually does get thick here, so it would actually make sense to see the edges of the light cone here because of how thick the fog is. And
yeah.
Then the fog.
Is it that thick because it's the edge of the world?
I don't know. It's the biome has thick fog, I think. The edge of the world doesn't necessarily have fog. It's just whatever biome you're in controls the fog. And it's not like volumetric fog, it's just like applied based off your position. So like right now, as we go across another biome, the fog significantly changes as you roll into it, despite the fact that once you're further away outside of it, you don't actually see the fog. And you can just see clearly into the distance. Fun stuff. And turn.
Time to pick up our first object, the box shot.
Yep.
the clock site.
Can hear a train going down the hill above. Silence as the station operates. Actually, why can't I hear anything going on with the station? Is the station bugged or something? Oh, there it is. Yeah, guess the station's bugged. Usually I think there's some sort of audio related to the station loading the train, but guess not.
Right. Oh! No one's
And then we up this very long hill we go. Oh. Server client desync, love to see that.
That is probably one of the most interesting intersections right back there.
Yeah. Very strange angles involved.
I think it's impressive.
Oh, this is another. Okay. So this is another situation where I kind of gotta stand on this because this the bridge is kind of low clearance here.
Low bridge, everybody down.
I mean, it is like incredibly tight clearance for the actual train itself there.
Glide into this station.
Oh, that's fun. Desyncing to the train, that's fun.
Snap.
Yep. And yeah, it is fun how the train doesn't stop in on the client side. Train doesn't stop in exactly the right position, so when the thing drops, it just snaps right to it. All right, then. I think I'm just gonna. Shoot. That worked out pretty well.
Okay, very well.
Ooh. How unfortunate. Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Where?
Where's it going?
Why are we going this way? Wait, is it turning around here? What? You did what? What? Did you
Huh?
did you fuck up the train schedule or something?
I only have 2 stations on this.
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I can't use this timing that I'm doing now.
Yeah, same. It's main number 8, right?
I think so. Here, let's quickly look at the map.
Yeah.
Yeah, main 8. Main 8. Wait, dang, the car in the back here wasn't actually wasn't completely full as well. If you can, just like skip the next station so we can go back to the factory. Oh yeah, of course it's completely full here.
There's no way to force it to skip it, is there?
Isn't there? I thought there was.
Yeah, it's gonna go to the quartz again.
Ah, fuck.
Was the quartz full or no?
No, it wasn't. Also, these are completely unrepresentative samples of how much stuff is going to be in them each time, considering, stuff was building up before the trains got there.
Yeah.
But considering that
we have one train and it can't even fill that one train, we're probably fine.
Yeah, if within a normal cycle it doesn't fully fill up the car, then you don't need to worry about having multiple trains. Multiple trains is only for when the car does end up being completely full.
And it's like, yeah, the car is full, so get fucked.
So yeah, that means you need to. That means you need to transport a bit more than what a car, or that means you need to transport more than what one car can transport in that amount of time.
I watched that happen. I'm like, yeah, that's what happened.
Desyncing all over the place when that happened.
Desynced all over the place.
Yep. Alright, away we go! To the main station this time, right?
Yes.
Yay.
Jump.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you should have, but you missed the last one, so I had to see it.
Well, I was not.
And this time I wasn't gonna be just 2 feet away, dropping shit up.
Yeah, I would have had to take the hyper tube back and probably beaten you
Would've
there, to
beat
be
you
fair.
Well, it depends on how long it would take you to get down to the hyperloop.
Still would probably been faster.
And then you gotta go through all them transfers.
Still. Oh yeah, we're right behind another train, so yeah, that makes sense why we're gonna be going so slow through this.
Oh, we're right on approaches. Lovely. Oh.
I mean, yeah, most of them are basically
Yeah.
the block spacing is pretty consistent where once you've slowed down at one point, typically you won't really be bothered with slowdowns for the rest of them.
Oh, I was on a train once, like today, where I was on the train, and the train would come up to a block signal and it would tap the brakes because it needed to tap the brakes. One second.
If you're going down hills, then yeah.
Everybody up before it hit the next block ahead was cleared.
If you're going down hills or down or up hills with trains of different power, then that makes sense. Or if you have path signals ahead like we do here. Wow, okay, there was 2 trains deep there. Okay. This is a path signal break right there. Wait, how did the... What? Okay. I don't know how a path reservation... Oh, right, because the next signal, right, okay. Like, wait, how is the path signal not being reserved? Oh, right, because I have to wait for this block here to be free.
Yeah, I know that one there's a path signal. I put that one in yesterday. Friday.
Friday, yes.
I mean, the days of the week. Hell.
Yeah, the days of the week, they mean basically nothing.
They just say when I need to work for someone and when I don't need to work for someone.
Alright.
This Minecraft movie bucket
Oh, yes.
was made in China.
Last night on SNL, they didn't make a single Minecraft movie reference, which was kind of disappointing. It's like, come on.
Jack Black.
There's no way you
totally should have made.
There's no way you didn't get Jack Black because of the Minecraft movie. Why else would you have them on for the first time in 20 years?
Watch out. About to hit your head.
I know what I'm doing. I've done this one before. And then we gotta wait for this guy to go.
Now we're gonna sit here for a minute until...
So that guy leaves the station. Oh, never mind.
Actually, it wasn't... Yeah, it's not gonna be... So we're not going through the station.
Yeah, right, because we're only going to thing midway. So as soon as the entire path got clear, it was like, nah, you're good, man. As soon as we're clear the block, the train behind us gets to go. Ah.
Shall we... Well... Yeah, no, I don't think we need to time this one because it just doesn't fill up.
Yeah, no, it doesn't fill up. It doesn't really matter. You didn't set the station to unload, though, did you?
No, you're not. I probably didn't do the other one either.
Oh, I made sure to set the other one to unload. Actually, press...
The same one unload?
Yeah. Actually, stop. Turn the train off from self-drive. There it goes. Okay.
Oh yeah, I told it to dock.
Yeah, there we go. Let's not waste time having to go back and pick up nothing. Alright, and now it can go. Alright, there's our resources being extracted.
There's the green signal.
Busy station, busy station, busy station.
It has finally become a busy main station.
Yeah. Was not that way for a long time.
Only recently has it finally become overworked.
As it finally achieved its destiny of being an over-provisioned train track central for trains. That makes sense. Logics.
Over-provisioned central train station.
Yep.
Central train station, 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 cookie station. What?
With the weird quirkiness of path signals as well.
Yeah, they are weird. They're useful for parallel direction.
For, like, intersections.
Anything
yeah.
in the same direction, they just fuck it up.
Yeah, well, what it really is that a path signal will only be green if the exit signal to its block on the reserved path is green for some reason. Which means that if you put multiple path signals in a row, the path that has been reserved through all of them has to be fully green in order to allow the train to enter the path at all, or the block at all.
Yeah, so it's almost like what's the point?
Well, the point is that you can have trains that don't have conflicting paths maneuvering. It also means that you don't get situations...
No, I mean, what's the point of putting those mid-signals?
Well, on the rare situation when there's one train going through and the train after has to go into one of those other bays there, I don't know if that actually is necessarily directly helpful, but it might be. Yeah, I don't know entirely what the point of the mid-signal is either.
Don't you love it when you're going faster than the item on the belt?
Yeah, that's fun.
Watch it. I'm gonna reach there and it's already gonna be moving bauxite up the lift because it's fun.
Probably, yeah. Can climb this ladder faster than it can go up the elevator. Oh, we have some belts up here we can remove. This one doesn't need to exist, I believe. And then This one is where there was supposed to be limestone, but, you know, we changed how limestone works. We don't need it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, this one was...
Wow, they got up to the top of the lift at basically the same time. That's pretty cool. So how both quartz and bauxite got to the top of their lift at the same time.
Cool, because they're not even on the lifts on my screen.
Oh, they are well past the lift on my screen. A bit of a desync there.
Lovely. This is sometimes why it looks like there's something on the belt for you, but you can't grab it off it.
Except I very much did just grab something off the belt, and it still appears to be on the belt. Yeah, it's right here. Right about here. Can you grab... Look at my feet and see if you have an outline. You have an outline on the belt there?
No.
Strange. Well, you're desynced.
You know you can just fly up into that.
Yeah, but that's less reliable.
Not
There's
really.
quartz, and I find it's bad. There's bauxite, both heading in the same-ish direction. What the fuck? Apparently the quartz is already here. It's not even visually here on my screen, and the machines are already whirring. What the fuck?
It's coming out of that splitter!
Yeah, then the bauxite's also here as well. Okay, this game is horribly desynced for both of us, apparently.
Apparently here. Let me rejoin and see what happens.
Alright. Silica and alumina scrap are already being produced. Wait. Is the silica already to its...
You're 9, bitches!
Nah, silica's not to its destination yet. Okay. I don't want to go through that horrible frame rate of rejoining, so we're just gonna not. Yeah, everything's starting to production here. Mostly aluminum and silica are the things we're waiting on here. The quartz crystals are, you know, needed for the next layer, but they're not necessary for this layer. So we're not gonna have to bother with those. But yeah. Once I'm satisfied with the level of
Tip number 7, we own you!
yeah, once I'm satisfied with the amount of pre-produced resources on this level, we will turn the next level on. There's the casing and the cladded aluminum there. This concrete production is starting up here, which should allow encased industrial pipes and whatever else needs concrete to get going. I actually forget something else needs concrete, but I don't remember. Okay, there's the concrete production. Oh, look at it just...
Everything's moving. Trying to work out. Oh, wait. What the hell is this?
What should be a tier 3 belt going on there, not tier 2?
I can see the quartz is on this belt. Or going onto this belt, but it's not visually there on my screen.
Should be tier 3. No, wait, actually, tier 2 was fine for that, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hold on.
What?
Do you see quartz crystals on their belt?
Oh, yeah. Lots of them.
There they are. Okay.
Yeah, you're loading in. It takes a while for it to generate all the things. They are now to around here. Got concrete and case aluminum beams. Oh, and a cladded aluminum. Most of this belt stack, in fact, is just finally getting produced. Ooh, another cladded aluminum. Alright, that just goes right in there. Right, that's the radio control unit.
Wow, I'm getting major frame drops right now.
Oh, quartz crystals is necessary for the crystal oscillators. That's right. So yeah, no, that is actually necessary on this level. Fun stuff, fun stuff.
I was down to like 8 FPS.
The concrete here is going up to the next. Yeah, that happens when loading. Yeah, concrete's going up to the next floor. Yeah. There's a fair amount of stuff at the end here that does actually require the aluminum production to be up and running. Which is fun stuff.
Oh, we got a lot of aluminum coming through already here, I can see.
Oh yeah, aluminum is coming. Aluminum and concrete are coming in. So is the quartz crystals, and soon everything else. Soon. Soon.
Coming soon. Everything else.
Yes. Yes. Finally getting a decent chunk of this factory getting used. Oh gosh. I can't tell if this is just the network connection being done, but occasionally stuff is just like freezing and like lurching forwards on the belts. Like, I would think that would be something the client could safely interpolate, is the...
Yep, it's already got to the splitter.
Wait, where? What?
The quartz
Oh.
crystals.
Ah, yes. We're going to start the oscillation production shortly here.
Once 18 or 36 of each get in here.
Yikes, yeah, these things need a hot amount of these. This will start consuming other resources on this floor and start
This one's
just kicking
half
this
a
production
minute,
line into
1
action.
minute, 1 minute.
Well, half of these go up to... Okay, most of these go up to the next floor, but one of these does not.
So getting some encased industrial beams. It needs concrete though.
Concrete is on its way.
There's the concrete.
It's turning the corner right now. Turning the corner to head down to it.
Yeah, oh, is it? Okay.
It's right.
I see it a ways off.
I'm standing at where it's visually... Maybe it's already
I...
there. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, it is right here.
Well, I'm getting some decent. Encased industrial beams are refusing to enter into this.
They're not. They're on my screen.
Thing is telling me it's got...
The first...
Oh, they're going super fast.
On my screen, the first encased industrial beam is right here.
There's like 3 or 4 that zip down the belt for me.
Wow, that's some like desync like coping just to try to get back to like what it thinks should be correct. Concrete's now just stacking up on the belt. Apparently, the concrete's not actually here for me either. Are encased industrial beams supposed to be produced this slowly?
Yep.
Okay.
That thing requires just shy of 2 a minute, like 1 and 2/3 per minute.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's oh yeah. Base produces basically none.
I mean, it's the only thing case industrial beams are used for.
Yeah, that makes sense. All the concretes are being sent all the directions. Oh, that's just not
hey, we
rendering.
finally got the first encased industrial beam, and concrete is already here.
Is it though? Because it's not in the fucking machine.
There's 1 encased industrial beam in the machine.
There is? I don't see any.
If you get enter the machine?
Yeah, I'm looking at the machine. There's no encased industrial beams, no concrete. Is there concrete?
Mine says there's 2. 2 encased industrial beams and 42 concrete.
Ah. Lovely desync. Lovely, lovely desync.
Exactly.
The concrete going up to the next floor starting to buffer.
I see.
Oh, everything's just frozen. Wait, did I lose connection? I think I may have lost connection to the server at this point. Everything's frozen
No,
on the belts.
You're jumping around.
Well, everything's frozen on the belts for me, so...
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's just not moving.
No, I mean, like, the cladded aluminum casing on this belt is not moving for me. It's just frozen in place. Oh. Okay, yeah, I just desynced.
They're backed up.
The cladded aluminum casing right here. Whoa, those are moving at super speed right now. Yeah, okay, I did desync from the server, by the way. I got teleported.
Gotcha.
And then everything's moving again for me.
You see stuff in here now?
Yeah. Yeah, concrete and stuff is there. Those casings were... Actually, they slowed down now. But the casings were moving at fucking super speed for a second. It's like, oh, wow. Yeah, no, they've slowed down. Oh, yeah, now they're starting to back up out the end of the second floor. But, yeah.
Me, okay.
Seeing consumption of these things. Okay, things are happening here. You are missing the crystal oscillator. That's gonna take a whole goddamn minute to produce it. These things are... Not sure why these things are not getting satisfied with the amount of quartz.
Wow, this machine is gonna take 4 minutes once it gets something to actually produce anything.
18%.
Or just about.
Wow.
Because it's half per minute, and it produces 3.
This belt is big.
So it's gonna take... Okay, instead of... We can do half per minute, producing 3, which is...
That's visual desync right there. The joys of playing on dedicated servers. Yeah, no, it should be producing enough. I don't know what's going on with the quartz. But yeah, this is, things are slowly jerking along the belts and crap here, but it's all doing what it needs to do. Okay, and oscillator is now 99, 100, and produced. Alright, it produces 2 at once, that's right. So, these things make their way into this, which then starts production of the radio control units. It's gonna take 2 minutes to do that, so just gotta sit tight as it does so. Yes. This thing needs one more encased industrial beam. I have a feeling it's just not rendering. Whoa, it's possible that's all the way back there? Nah, I think it's just not rendering for me sooner. Whatever. I'll get it put into action shortly. All of this somehow contributes to a singular ballistic warp drive per minute. Yeah, this thing shouldn't have any slowdowns. It's getting old. Well, not all of them, but a large chunk of pipe. It's also got okay, that side of concrete's backed up, which means these things are getting more concrete than average. Which means they're going to back up relatively soon. What's the aluminum side of things going? Well, the inputs on all the aluminum stuff is backed up. That's great. Wait. Say great, but then I'm like, wait, how is that? I thought we had exactly the right amount of aluminum production. How is that possible that everything's backed up now? I'm actually confused about this now. Wait, hang on. No, hang on a second. $79.5 aluminum per minute by the looks of this. Well, yeah, I don't know what the heck is going on with that I don't know how that's backed up, considering both of these machines are consuming at exactly the rate of production, but okay, cool. Yeah, I guess it is doing how it's doing. Actually, this should be a tier 2 belt, just looking at it. That will slightly help it. Oh yeah, no, that's actually what this needed. That's why it got backed up, because this needed a tier 2 belt. There we go. Question averted. And therefore, this thing is now going to be producing the correct amount of, actually, produced the correct amount of aluminum casing, so it wasn't producing enough beforehand. Good to know. Good to know. I mean, it's backing up for the second floor, so it would have gotten there eventually, but good that these bottlenecks are being found out right now. I mean, this thing wasn't gonna run out for a while, but it's producing radio control units. Yeah, these things are good on the quartz. Right, there's, I presume radio control. Okay, let's go up to the next floor. So I presume radio control units had already been produced up here. There's some oscillators for this floor. Alright, radio control unit. Well, yeah, they had these. And then they're going to stop here because we don't have power on this floor yet. Good chunk of things already backed up. We need the... just want a few heavy modular frames to be backed up first. I don't know why I'm obsessed with making sure everything's perfect and ready, but it'll eventually get to the point where it's good. Guess I just want to make sure that everything can just immediately get to work as best it can, which requires heavy modular frames, annoyingly. Yeah, let's go back down to the floor beneath. So I think at this point, heavy modular frames is the only thing that hasn't really produced stuff to go to the next floor yet. It is running, though. Yeah, what? 3 every 2 minutes? So half of one portion like this. 0.5. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, 3 every 1.5 minutes. Okay. Wait. Whatever, it's slow. Oh, 360 seconds. What is that? 6 minutes. 3 every 6 minutes. That's what it is. Yeah, that's slow as butt. Okay. Everything else is running basically flawlessly. As far as I can tell, flawlessly. Letting all these other production lines run to their required extent. That belt is... oh, cool, I'm desyncing again, aren't I? Desync! We love it! As far as I can tell, that is actually just desync to the server itself. YouTube seems completely fine right now, so... yay! Oh, I can see you're already moving around, though. So this desync puzzles is even more puzzling. Okay, it just did its production, and I just warped. Okay. Oh, yep, I knew the desync was in action. Where am I going? This is the direction of going. I'm guessing JRD is standing with them, because they're not visually there for me on the belt, because... Of course they're not. I don't know why I'm desyncing. I don't think I've literally ever experienced this in Satisfactory before. But hey. There's some radio control units coming up. Oh, they're already at their output. Well, with that being the last thing to produce, I think I'm gonna throw the switch on this floor. Everything else is slightly buffered in some way. So yeah, are you ready, JRD?
Go for it.
Alright. And flipping the switch. Yoink. That was a significant amount of power, right? Yeah, our whole entire world, our power grid, only uses like 71,000 megawatts max, and we're producing well above 100,000 megawatts at the minimum, so... Alright, things are just gonna flow into... Yeah, things are just gonna start flowing in, so the demand on the floor beneath is actually just gonna start increasing as resources get consumed for the sake of consumption. Oh yeah, these particle accelerators immediately kicked into action. That's fun. These converters are converting. These particle accelerators are accelerating. Well, once they get enough dark matter residue, that is. Yeah, because the thing with the dark matter residue here is, while it is primarily produced by these things, this thing, in its infinite name, the superposition oscillator, this thing outputs some dark matter residue. Wait, why is the excited photonic matter not piling in? Did I forget to plug in that thing? Frick, I did. Whoops. Alright, let the excited photonic matter produce. Alright, well, no big deal considering there was nothing to actually... Or that stuff wouldn't have been consumed for a hot second. Yeah, look at all these resources streaming in. Ah, this is mesmerizing here. Relatively satisfying, although it would be more satisfying if all the belts had stuff on them. Oop, there's a momentary freeze there. Now this thing's got some excited photonic matter in it. Ooh, and also, whoa, those dark matter crystals are coming in fast. I guess, yeah, we did need a fairly large number of them. That makes sense, actually. Alright. Oh, wait. Excited okay. I did not expect to have to be waiting on the excited photonic matter, honestly. But, that is what we're waiting on now. Shouldn't be long, though. The pipes are being pipes. They're slow. And there it goes. Here comes the first superposition oscillator. Look at this thing consuming. Wow, my connection to the server is garbage right now. Consuming a wildly varied amount of power. There it is. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that we're this late in the game when I'm starting to have server connection issues, as, yeah, it won't matter too much in a little while. Yeah, superposition oscillator here. Surprisingly, superposition oscillators are not a project assembly part. Oh yeah. Go on my spreadsheet, mark everything is completed now, because everything is now completed. Save that. I don't need that anymore. Watch all those resources streaming in. Oh, there it is. Still standing on top of it. Oh hey, there's another one back there. Wow, look at the quantum encoder doing its thing. Oh, and then it stops. LOL. Probably dark matter crystals, I'd imagine, are the cause of it stopping. Whatever. This may take a while to ramp up, and it truly doesn't matter if this ever actually reaches the 100% efficiency we want it to, as we're just gonna log out a little while after the stream, come back on Friday, and it's all gonna be ready to go. So. But I do want to see at least the very first ballistic warp drive get into this space elevator. I can hear a particle accelerator going. It's probably one of these and not that big chunkiest one there. Is this thing even... no, it doesn't even have the dark matter crystals yet. Okay. Yeah, so the number of dark matter crystals needs to substantially build up in these machines before they can actually be used. Wait, has it been used already? No, it hasn't. Oh, this thing needs 2 superposition oscillators. Dang. Well, they're both on the belt. They're both on their way. Yeah, we just gotta wait for this factory to... This floor definitely just needs some ramp-up time. Alright, well there's... one of the 2 superposition oscillators about to go in. This thing is waiting on its nuclear pasta, which... oh, it's currently in the oven. It's gonna take it a hot second. The nuclear pasta, or pressure conversion cubes being made there, and yeah, this thing is just along for the ride. Yeah, that thing's good with crystals. Just waiting for this thing to finish its... wow, that's some power consumption, eh? 1,500 megawatts at max. And we're not even doing output multiplication. If we were doing output multipliers, oh boy, this would be using like 100,000 megawatts or something like that. Truly, the maximum power consumption of one of these is ridiculous. And here it comes. Hear it ramping up as its power consumption skyrockets. And then it ramps right down as its power consumption peaks. And then drops. Here's our nuclear pasta. Surprisingly, it doesn't have anything to do with uranium or plutonium or anything like that. It's just a bunch of copper in a pressure conversion cube. Who would have guessed? This is a pretty epic view here. With 60 FPS as well. It looks really cool. Anyhow, here's the entrance to that machine it's about to go into. How long does this one take? 1 minute. Alright, 1 minute timer has started, I guess, for that thing. And this. It's waiting on crystals as well? Damn, okay. Well, that's still wrapping. Wait, no, sorry, 2 minutes. This takes 2 minutes, okay. So, what I'm gonna do after we get the first one, you know, going, I'm gonna take a look at the first floor and see everything working. Cause, You know, this floor is not too interesting at the moment. There's, you know, a fair amount of stuff going, but there's not that much stuff here. All the resource consumption on the floor below, oh, it's gonna look so much better. Little over a minute left on this thing. Does this thing have its crystals yet? No, it doesn't. It needs like 3 more. Yeah, once the dark matter situation stabilizes, this will be a lot more consistent. Fair, half the dark matter crystals are going to this thing to start with, so once this thing fills up, it'll not be as noticeable. Okay, 90. Just noticed the little thing in the center here blinks as it's crafting. Interesting. Anyhow, here it comes. There they are. Produces like 5 at once, so like, actually, sorry, 10 at once. No, it'll fuel this thing for a good while. There's a loud location in the factory here.
Right, by a good while, you of course mean 2 minutes.
Yeah. Thankfully, this one only takes 1 minute to produce. Gosh. Yeah, no, it's gonna take this thing a while to actually produce at 1 per minute, because those dark matter crystals are not coming fast enough. It took it a while to get the 50 it has right now. So it's gonna have to wait for everything else before it
will fill up on singularity cells. And then the singularity cells will produce until they're backed up, and then they'll start backing up dark matter crystals, and then we'll be good.
Yeah. It's just gonna take a hot second.
It's not 70. 75. 80. 85. 90.
And
95. Boom.
there it is.
It's a nuke!
I mean, we don't know that. All we know is that it's a ballistic warp drive, okay?
It looks like a nuke.
How do you know what a nuke looks like?
It looks like the Fat Man. Actually, no, sorry. It looks like Small Boy.
I don't know. Looks like something that flies through the air, but you know, that's what ballistic technically means, so.
Why was the game refusing to put it there?
Who the fuck knows?
Hmm? Hi, Patrick. How the are you? There we go. This is the perfect spot. Unfortunately, every time you turn, it rotates.
Horrible.
Oh god.
Video compression destroying on YouTube.
No, not even on YouTube. The
Oh, I can't uncrouch now.
inconsistent movement of you moves around my screen, and it's every time you turn, I'm like snapping, and it's not smooth.
Yeah, it's a shame there's no way to prevent that.
Fuck you.
Wait, oh fuck. Fuck. I didn't fully think this through. Hold up. What the fuck did I just build? Oh, okay. Or was that you?
Put a belt in? What?
No, I forgot to remove the previous occupants from this belt.
Yeah, no, but it just looked like a belt just got put, a copper belt just got put in.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened there. I just like clicked and it was like, and then something got built. And I was like, what?
I just looked back and all of a sudden that belt, this belt's right here.
The one that has the copper
This
on it.
iron belt, actually it is.
Oh.
Right here got
Hey.
built.
Hey, jump. I accidentally downgraded that to a level 1 belt. That's what happened.
There you go.
Fix that though, so it shouldn't cause any problems in the factory. Okay. Alright, and then...
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
No. I only have my belt. Yours is brown. Mine is black.
Okay then. Down it comes into the final
That's
descent
yours?
into the space elevator.
I didn't have that. Oh, it was in the dryer.
Tier 1 belts are not particularly fast.
go through the dryer. Okay.
Okay, this thing came down all the way from the top floor of the factory.
I just,
All the way down here. To basically the ground.
Dryer belt.
Right then. And... anticipating... There it is! Hey! We got it! Got one in there. Now let's go see how all these, like, belts and stuff look. Stairs are
Oh,
over this
I
way.
just teleported myself up to the roof.
Well, that's one way to get there a little bit faster, actually. Let's do that.
No, by that I mean I got in the hyper tube.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay. Yes, in between the streams I put in a hyper tube.
Yes, I explained that.
I explain that to the audience? Well, good.
Yes. I'm sure no one was watching, but I did explain that to the no one who, in particular, who was watching.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
nobody who's watching it live did, but I mean the person that's so graciously watching the entire stream after we've completely streamed it will definitely have.
Yeah, sure, someone is gonna do that eventually.
We thank you for watching this long.
Yes, comment down below so you can tell us at what timestamp you heard this conversation.
What local date and time is it in the area that you are watching? Put that in the comments and we will be happy.
Also put your exact GPS coordinates so we know precisely where in that time zone you were.
Alright. With that, I'm going to shower. Goodbye, stream. Have a good one.
Alright. Yeah, I'm looking around here, seeing what's moving, what's not moving here. I mean, most things are slowly moving at this point, but some things are moving more than others. Everything over here is crafting, producing all around mamoosin. Ah, yes. Copper's being consumed and farted out at a very rapid pace to really whatever requires the copper. If we're being realistic. Look at how fast this copper is being produced. Whoa. Anyhow, let's go to the train station and see what that looks like, and that's where we'll probably wrap this thing up. But yeah, we haven't even gotten another one yet because actually, before I go all the way down, let me go up quickly. I'm unsure if it just hasn't produced another one yet, or if it's in transit. It's probably in transit, but I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't produced one yet. Look. Oh, it's actually in production right now. This is the second one. No, there isn't. Dude, I don't know why it's that. There it is. Now it started consuming. Yeah, this is the production of the second one. Yeah, just got the 40 dark matter crystals. That makes sense. Anyhow, time to head down to the train station, and the best way for me to get there would be the way the items get here. Ah, yes. Down this little building extension in the back here, and then through the high bandwidth item conduit, whatever we can call this place. There's a, regardless of what we call it, lots of resources here. There is an unfortunate little gap right. Oh. Well, the game crashed. And I guess with that, that would be a good place to end the stream for today. Ah, yes. Unreal Process Crash UE Factory Game. Exception access violation, reading address, FFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFFF have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like on the stream on your way out and subscribe for the next one where we're actually going to be completing the game, launching the space elevator. You don't want to miss it. Turn on notifications. If you're looking for something to do in the meantime, check out my game, which is linked in the description. And I will see you all in the next Satisfactory live stream for the finale.